All right. Okay, welcome to the tab walkthrough for the song Worried Man Blues. So this is another classic bluegrass banjo song, classic traditional folk song. Um, and it's also one of the songs included in the book, the 10 Easy but Awesome Book of Tabs. So a book of arrangements for banjo that are great for when you're just getting started, because there's some classic tunes that sound really good on the banjo, and without a lot of having to do too much fancy picking for it to sound really good. So this is one of those songs, Worried Man Blues. If you don't have that book of tabs and you're watching this on YouTube, then you can grab it from the video description. There's a link that you'll see to grab that book of tabs. By the way, I'm Josh Turknet, founder of Banjo, and you're watching the Banjo Virtual Classroom. If you're watching this inside of the Breakthrough Banjo course, as advertised on the schedule, I'll be doing this song plus Soldier's Joy from the Vault next after this. So stay tuned inside the classroom if you want to catch that one as well. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link in the video description to an article on how I recommend learning songs from tab, which if you're going to do that, then I would recommend reading through that and using that process. Like I said, the Vault, this song is one of many songs from the Vault, which is a library of tab arrangements for both 3 and 2-finger banjo that are part of the Breakthrough Banjo course, and I hold these workshops regularly to walk through the tabs to show how they sound, which is the primary idea of doing this. So periodically put some of these up on YouTube as well. So if you like these, then hit the thumbs up button on YouTube, and I'll continue to do them. All right, I think that's all to say about that. Oh, one more thing. If you are watching live and you have any questions about the tab as I'm running through it, feel free to put that in the comment box, and I'll check those periodically. So to start with, let's just make sure that we're in the right tuning. So this is going to be in standard G, which is we have D on the 4th string, G on the 3rd string, B on the 2nd, D on the 1st, and G on the 5th. So GD, GBD, or standard G tuning, the most common for bluegrass banjo and a lot of fingerstyle banjo. So now, and you'll note that I don't have my picks on here. I like to do that for these just so that I can sing when I need to over the banjo to kind of help let you know where we are in the song. And it's easier to sing over my bare fingers than the picks. And I will just sing through this melody one time so we know how it goes in this particular key. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. And that's it. That's the basic melody for Worried Man Blues. That melodic line repeats throughout, even though that's kind of the chorus and there are verses. The melody is the same on all of it. So not a lot to learn, and then you'll have a song, the full song under your fingers. Okay, so let's get started. Let me switch to the tab view again. This is the tab from the Easy but Awesome Book of Tabs, and this is a Banjo Level 2 version. So if you want to learn more about the Banjo levels, there's also a link to that in the video description to explain what the different levels mean. So this is a good one at that kind of a late beginner to early intermediate level of playing. All right, transition here to my to the tab view. So my head is gone, replaced by the tab. Once again, as usual with these, I will use this blue box to denote where I am at any point in time, so that which measure I'm working through. Okay, so the song begins. The first note is like a pickup note. It takes, so that it is the open 4th string. Play that with the thumb. All right. And then the next measure, we have the open fourth again, followed by the open second. And I play that with the middle finger, with the index finger. And then fifth string, first string, thumb, middle. So those first 4 notes. And then open fourth again with a thumb. And then a pull off, second fret of the 4th string to the open 4th. Again, picking that with the thumb. So that whole measure. And with the pickup before it, sounds like this. And the melody, it takes a worry. All right, next measure, we're going to play an open third with the thumb, followed by a pinch on 1st and 5th strings. So that's man. And that's the only melody note in this measure is that open third. And then we're going to play a little fill here. We're going to play open third, followed by open second, thumb index, then 5th string, 1st string. So that whole measure. And now we're going to play a slide. The melody's going, sing a worried song. So we're going to slide from the 2nd fret of the 3rd string to the 4th fret of the 3rd string and pick that with our thumb. And then play 5th string, 1st string. And then open 2nd, followed by open 1st, index middle. And then 3rd string, 2nd fret, followed by the open 1st, thumb middle. So that whole measure. So everything you see at the top of the screen sounds like this. And I'll sing it. It takes a worried man to sing worries. Just note in this third measure, there's a melody note there that we're dropping. It's commonly done in fingerstyle banjo. So we had man, and then we did this. Now the note 2 was buried in there. It's not in there. 2. So that 2. We're not playing that. We're actually just doing a fill there instead. So it's just helpful to know when that's happening, so you're kind of helps you to keep track of the melody. Okay, and then we'll move to the next measure. We're gonna play open third with our thumb, and then 5th string, 1st string, and then open third followed by open 1st, and then open 4th. So that whole measure, and that melody's going song it. Now we're going takes, and we have a chord change. So when we switch to takes a worried man, that's changing to a C chord. Middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, 3rd string is open, index on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and ring on 2nd fret of the 1st string. And I'm going to hammer on to that 4th string. So I'm going to bring my fingers into that chord position with the hammer on. And I'm picking the 4th string there, and then hammering on to that chord shape. Now, keeping my fingers in position, play 5th string, 1st string, 3rd string, 2nd string, thumb index, and then 4th string, 1st string. So that whole measure takes a worry. Keeping fingers on the C chord, play the 3rd string, followed by a pinch, 1st and 5th, and then that same little roll we did before. We're gonna do that actually again. We're gonna do 3rd string, 2nd string, and then 4th string, 1st string. Now we're gonna play, keeping our fingers still on that C chord, play 3rd string, 2nd string, 5th string, 1st string, then 3rd string, 1st string, 3rd string, 2nd string, then 4th string, 1st string. So that whole measure. So everything you see at the top of the screen sounds like this. I'll sing it. Song, it takes a worried man to sing worried. And if you can hear that, we're about to go back to the G chord. Song. So open fourth, followed by a pinch. Open fourth, followed by open second, thumb index. And then second fret of fourth string. Song, it. Same thing again, fourth string open followed by a pinch. Fourth string, second string. Second fret of fourth string followed by open first. So that whole measure. Takes a worry. Now we're going to play a slide. Second fret of the fourth string to the fifth fret. And then fifth string, first string. Man. And then third string, second string. Then fifth string, first string. So, man, two. Again, we're not playing that one melody note. Two. We're doing that roll instead. That's just a creative decision. All right, slide now. Back to sing. Second fret of third string to fourth fret. Whoops. And then fifth string, first string. And then keeping finger on the fourth fret, play that again, followed by the open first. Move back to second fret, play that, followed by open first. So that measure. So everything at the top of the screen sounds like this. Sorry. So I'll sing it here if I can. It takes a worried man to sing worried. Now we're just closing out the song. Song, I'm worried now. Let me move this so I can show the rest of it. Okay, we have song, so open third, then open third followed by open second, then fourth fret of the fourth string followed by open first, and then open third. That whole measure. So the melody there, song I'm worried. Moving to a D chord now. We're going to hammer on from the open third to the second fret of the third. And I'm going to bring my fingers into a partial D chord shape. Index on the second fret of the third string. Ring on the third fret of the second string. And then a pinch. And then third string, second string, holding those fingers in place. And then fifth string, first string. So that whole measure. Now. Another example here, the second half of this measure, we're not playing that melody, we're playing a little roll instead. Now, but I won't be worried long is what we're going next. So keeping our fingers on that partial D chord, we're gonna bring pinky finger down to the fourth fret of the third string, then play the second string, release pinky, play second fret of the third string, still holding that chord, followed by the open first. So those four notes. Now release your fingers, open third followed by open first, and then fourth fret of the fourth string followed by open first. So that whole measure. Sorry, one more time. And now the last note, long. Long, open third, and that's held for an entire measure. So everything at the top of the screen sounds like this. Sorry. sing it again. We're long unworried now, but I won't be worried long. Now, that's held for a whole measure, so if you're going to continue this song, you might do something to fill the measure up like this, a little vamp. And then go back to another, have a measure to lead back into that first part again. So let's play it from the second to last measure here. And we keep playing. Okay, let me pause and see if make sure there aren't any questions. Okay, great. Now let me just zoom it out here and play through it all the way just to make sure you've got how it all should sound. Okay, so I'm going to play through the whole tab. All right. So from the start, play it slowly. That's how it sounds. If you have any questions as you're watching the replay, feel free to ask in the comments, or if you're watching in the Banjo virtual classroom in the Breakthrough Banjo course, use the comment box on the bottom of the page. You can also use the comment box there to suggest any other songs for me to do a tab walkthrough through. Again, I'm making my way through everything in the vault, but you can also use that to suggest other workshops you'd like to see, or any other tabs you'd like to see in the vault. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. If you're in the Breakthrough Banjo course, I will be coming back in about 10 minutes to walk through the tab for Soldier's Joy. It's a Banjo Level 3 tab, so you might want to refresh your browser in about 5 minutes if you want to watch that live. All right, thanks.